kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life. Simple crib, a couple kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life.
To me, having divine sight is the fine life. I'm understanding that my reality ain't the limelight, but as a father feeding my daughter is still in my mind. Filling out my route and checking out my situation, cause I know I'm feeling good and ain't no time for hesitation. Found myself in music and I'm loving the creation, but I still can't even out on the money that I'm making, even though I know in death it ain't the money that I'm taking. It's knowledge and the love that I'm giving to my family. Acknowledge how far you've come, cause when you don't, it's sad to see I'm stressing on the section of the path where I'm learning lessons, then realizing that people around me are more than blessings. So I'm taking opportunities to help out the community, taking time to see who I'm influencing, cause if I don't, then in my soul I'm feeling all the truancy. You better know that in the end it's really what you choose to see.
Simple crib, a couple kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life. Simple crib, a couple kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life. Long nights, insomniac, my mind get caught. Brain racing, building tracks on progressive thought. A better life, the kind I'm trying to build, it can't be bought. A better life where negativity just can't be brought. Fill it with love, friends, family, and good weed. Roots deep, grow the family tree, planting new seeds. Thoughts on the loose leaf, my life is fantastic. Wealth built on knowledge, no charging it to the plastic. Tell me, how do you define life? I define mine by love, and that's divine light. Mine stay focused, magic like hocus pocus. My baby, she got my back, and my little man is the dopest. I'm fucking living, this life was made, it wasn't given. I put some miles on this vessel, cause I've always been driven. Too many caught up in this materialism prism, and every person living defines the fine life different. Simple crib, a couple kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life. Simple crib, a couple kids and a fine wife. Yeah, to me that's the fine life. Tell me, how do you define life? However you live it, you love it, that's divine life.